A very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us for the 8 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight with I, Wadulo Mark Arnold, your news anchor, and Mugalo Mohammed on sign language. So without further ado, let's get straight into tonight's stories. The Ugandan contingent has officially called for a ceasefire from all armed groups in the Democratic Republic of Congo to facilitate the smooth withdrawal of the East African Community Regional Forces. The mandate of these forces as a peacekeeping unit has reached its conclusion. Captain Kato Ahmed Hassan, the UPDF Principal Information Officer in the Democratic Republic of Congo, has confirmed these developments. He stated that the withdrawal will be carried out in phases to ensure that no compromise occurs in the existing security status. Let's have a look at the details.
The UPDF has confirmed the withdrawal of its troops that have been involved in peacekeeping operations in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The withdrawal of forces coincides with the conclusion of operations by the East African Community Regional Force. The process to execute the withdrawal operations as directed by the strategic headquarters has commenced. According to a statement issued by the UPDF Principal Information Officer in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Captain Kato Ahmed Hassan, the UPDF will conduct the withdrawal of its forces and equipment in a phased manner. This is intended to ensure a smooth exercise without compromising security in the DRC within the approved timelines up to January 7, 2024. The Ugandan contingent has urged all armed groups to facilitate the withdrawal of the UPDF troops by observing a total ceasefire, allowing the forces to exit the mission area safely. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News.
The climax of the MK movement team-building activities in Toro sub-region has ended with a call to the population to embrace environmental conservation. The events in Chenjojo district were graced by Ministers Margaret Muhanga and Victoria Businje Rusoke. Details in this report.
General Kanirugaba supporters in Toro sub-region have on Friday 8th November 2023 gathered in Chenjojo for the MK movement team building activities climax. The climax of the week-long activities has been hosted at Chenjojo playgrounds in Chenjojo district. In attendance were a section of MK national leaders led by the Vice Chairperson for Western Uganda, Baramba Rugahara, Honorable Mike Mawanda, Frank Gashumba, among others.
I'm voting the personality of MK movement for the year and his Baramba. No ministers, nobody in the MK movement that has worked 24 hours on behalf of MK like Baramba.
Twatwine timu za medical team irine heriza ubujanje bwabusha mbarabura ndwara zona jeno muhospitali rwano yagura imbaze gikwena ngo abantu be abantu kumahajira abantu ba Uganda bafuna ubujanje bwabusha.
Ministers Margaret Muhanga and Victoria Businje Rusoke attended the event.
Uganda is an island of peace in the whole of Africa. All we have to do is to our rebels. To look at it, we get to call no one Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, one of Uganda, you can't go first. Now, I have a training. So, Mukimanya Uganda, a little bit of
the team building activities are mainly aiming at causing harmony within the movement as well as popularizing its agenda.
Tuli ku mulimo okuzimba enkolagana yaffe ng'abawagizi ba General Muhoozi mu bitundu bya Western Uganda byonna nga tuyita mu team building activity oba nga tuyita mu mikolo gye tutegese ekigendo ekigatta amawanga gano ag'enjawulo agakola Western Uganda.
Tree planting was among the activities of the day. The tour ended with a 5-minute display of fireworks and later revelers parted till morning. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
A total of 8 motor accident victims have been rushed to various health facilities in Kagadi district after getting involved in a motor accident along Kagadi-Chikube-Hoima Road. Dr. Simon Biabajungu, the director of Bajungu Medical Center in Mabale Town Council, says that a total of 8 passengers, 4 male adults and 4 female adults, including the driver identified as Waiswa Umaru, are currently admitted with severe head, arm and leg injuries, but are receiving urgent treatment at the health facility. Dr. Biabajungu said that a speeding canter truck from Hoima veered off the road and rammed into a wish car which was returning from Hoima along Chikube-Kagadi Road at around 9 a.m. on Saturday this morning, attributing the accident to overspeeding and recklessness.
Dr. Biabajungu further asked drivers to avoid overspeeding as the festive season draws near. People have also been urged to be more vigilant as some wrong elements in both towns and villages have plans to rob them. Fred Tumuhaisi, a clinical officer working with the same health facility at Mabale, who was an eyewitness, condemned the reckless driving by drivers along Kagadi-Hoima, Chenjejo-Kagadi and Kagadi-Mubende Kampala roads. He also castigated a regrettable incident where idlers took advantage of the accident to rob victims' property and belongings like money, smartphones and clothes. Betty and Biarhanga are some of the survivors of this accident. They had this to say about the accident. They explained that they are responding to treatment administered to them at the health facility in Mabale. Brian Tumwine-Biaruhanga, UBC News.
Government has committed to upgrading roads in the Chigezi district of Kanungu in western Uganda to reduce the rampant road accidents. Now, this follows an outcry from the Boda Boda Association of Kanungu Town Council, who attribute the road accidents to non-upgraded roads. This was during the annual general meeting of Kanungu Town Council Boda Boda Association, where the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Badiomonsi, as guest of honor, pledged action to upgrade undeveloped roads. Henry Okrut reports.
This is how the arrival of Dr. Chris Badiomonsi paralyzed the operations in Kanungu Town Council. Boda Boda riders were here to welcome him to Kanungu Resort Hotel for their annual general meeting. Minister for ICT and National Guidance, who doubles as the area MP for Kinkizi East, was accorded a memorable reception.
Our man! Our man!
Among the issues of concern that they raised to the minister was the state of roads.
Our roads are terrible in the state, and are impassable. We get accidents time and again, and we are more more often in hospitals and garages because of poor roads.
This outcry was followed by another on the distance of road testing for permits.
We have to first go to Mbarara to be tested for permits, which is very expensive and tiresome.
All these concerns were captured by area leaders. The Kanungu district chairperson, Engineer Sam Arinaitoka Jojo, was present at the meeting.
I would want to add my voice to theirs that he should push through the other segments of state to ensure that we can have a maintenance function increased on these roads. Because whenever pressure they tell us we don't have budget. These are central government roads. They are not serviced by the district.
On his part, Minister Bariomunsi pledged more government support towards the cause for road construction.
The condition of the roads here in Chigezi, particularly here in Kanungu, is not the best because there has been heavy rain, and heavy rains have been pouring. The good thing that the rains now are subsiding, and we already have money.
This assurance was in line with a request by the district chairperson, which Bariomunsi answered in affirmative.
We took a decision as a government to supplement the budget for roads for each district to get an additional 1 billion shillings, and so far we have 500 million shillings here in Kanungu plus the road fund resources.
If we got the right equipment and they increased our budget, I think as local government we have the potential of maintaining our roads to the levels where they interconnect with the main highways.
Therefore, I am going to discuss with the leadership of the district to make sure they start spending this money because they haven't begun maintaining the roads. That's why the association of the border people here are complaining that their business is being hampered by the poor road network.
At the end of the engagement of the day, one was not wrong to say it was fruitful for not only border riders, but also other road users. Henry Okrut, UBC, Kanungu.
Masindi District Senior Environmental Officer Nsimire William has warned people encroaching on wetlands to vacate or they will be prosecuted. It follows floods that have affected over 5 square miles of Chimengo sub-county in Masindi District following the October rains.
At least 2,000 homesteads, health centers and roads are affected, with farmlands, crops and animals destroyed. Chimengo sub-county is always among the areas affected by floods every year whenever it rains. Kinyara Sugar Works Limited had intervened with relief to the communities with 50 million shillings worth of posho, beans, sugar and maize and bean seed for planting.
Posho, 1,000 kilogram of beans, of both seeds, maize as well as
Masindi District Chairperson Kabagonza Kasim appreciated the contribution, although he said there is still need to provide safe, clean drinking water to the communities to counter waterborne diseases.
People lost over 5 square miles of fields wet, and the communities had nothing to eat. As a district leader, have tried to do the best. Our technical team came over, registered some of those who lost the fields. Really appreciate.
Kinyara Sugar Limited General Manager said for the meantime, they will rescue the affected community.
As a company in this place, we are here to support and develop and live along with the community. That's our aim, the purpose we are here.
Meanwhile, Masindi District Senior Environmental Officer Nsimire William warned people encroaching on wetlands to vacate.
Cardinal things that define wetland are water, unique vegetation, and unique animals. My call to the community, leave wetlands alone. Otherwise, the story of Noah's Ark is going to come again. And if you are not lucky, I see all of you going.
Masindi RDC Emangabirano warned that there is going to be an operation to evict wetland encroachers. The local community have encroached the wetland where they live, cultivate and graze animals despite the presidential directive to vacate all wetlands.
The Minister of State for National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga, has officially handed over an ambulance to Bwera General Hospital in Kasese to enhance referral services for those in need. Now, this comes after prolonged demand for an ambulance triggered by a previous incident in which the hospital's ambulance caught fire while transporting a patient to Mulago National Referral Hospital for referral. The hospital administration warmly welcomed this gesture and expressed optimism that the provision of the ambulance will significantly contribute to saving lives in the need of efficient referral services.
An ambulance to Bwera General Hospital in Kasese district, aiming to enhance emergency transportation services for individuals in need. The government has distributed a total of 112 new ambulances to various government hospitals across the country, addressing the shortfall in ambulance services. Godfrey Kabyanga, the Minister of State for National Guidance, formally handed over the ambulance to the management of Bwera General Hospital. He emphasized that Kasese district received special consideration from the government in terms of health service support.
This ambulance is not Kabyanga's ambulance. Neither is it an ambulance for any MP. This is a donation from government. It's a donation from President Yoweri Museveni to the people of Bukonzo West. And more especially to Bwera Hospital.
Kabyanga noted that the new ambulance would be available for use by neighboring districts whenever there is need for support.
So when it goes there, they shouldn't think our ambulance has been taken. No, it's now a pool. And this one is for Hele Sub-District of Bukonzo West, but supervised by the regional referral hospital in Buyinga.
The administrator of Bwera General Hospital, Clarence Wambale, reports the loss of lives due to the lack of ambulance services for patient referrals and further management.
I've been in dire need of this. Like in just 1 week back, we had the case of a child who was supposed to be referred to Mbarara. He was born with abnormalities. We looked for an ambulance all over the district, we could not get. What we got here was an ambulance from these other sister institutions. They told us it needed around 800,000 fuel and facilitation for the drivers to take a patient. And the attendants could not afford that kind of money. So by the time we mobilized the fuel and put it in the Katwe Health Center ambulance, the child died here when the ambulance had reached here. The ambulance had our fuel, it went back with it. So it has been a very dire need for the ambulance, and I'm glad we have received one.
The sole available ambulance at the hospital caught fire while in transit to Mulago Hospital, resulting in the death of both the driver and the patient on spot. Ivan Kahwa and Moses Mutabali, UBC News in Kasese district.
Over 100 fish traders in Mpondwe are counting losses after their fish stock was impounded by the Marine Fisheries Protection Unit for being immature. Now, the over 5 tons of fish stock was not only impounded but also burnt on court order. We have a detailed report.
It was tears and lamentations at Mpondwe border when hundreds of traders witnessed their fish stock being burnt after it was called for being immature.
And now you are spraying like when you are very far.
According to Alex Tumheise, the in charge of Chikorongo Fisheries Protection Unit checkpoint, the action was reached after court found that the fish which was impounded was not suitable for human consumption.
The judgment was there were 4 suspects, all were charged to pay 1 million fine each.
He advised the public to desist from trading in immature fish if they are to avoid the penalties of the New Fisheries Act 2022.
There were 4 suspects, all were charged to pay 1 million fine each, and the owner of the vehicle, Mr. Kasero Bahamwit, was fined 2 million for his truck for carrying immature fish. and the last sentence was to ban.
The resident district commissioner Kasese, Lieutenant Joy Walsimbi, attributed the vice to the leaders who have failed to enforce the presidential directive of conserving the lakes for the coming generations.
Kiriku benyini abavubi kiva ku mwalo wennyini kubanga ebyennyanja tebijja mu nnyanja byokka ne byeteeka wabweru nibo babikalirira abantu babeerayo naffe tulina okwekuba mu ttooki abateeka mu nkola amateeka kubanga.
He said that the move to crack down on fish traders who deal in immature fish is ongoing until they follow the new Fish Act.
Kati abantu badde basiriikiriza amateeka tebazzeemu kati ndowooza bwe tunalandika okukola nga bino ndowooza bajja kweddamu bamenye nga ssente zaabwe zibafa mu bintu ebyokuzanya bagumiikirize ebyennyanja bikule tufunemu ssente eziwera nabo bafunemu ekiwo.
The fish traders' pleas to have their fish returned to them fell on deaf ears of the Fisheries Protection Unit officers. The impounding and banning of over 5 tons of immature fish came after President Yoweri Museveni promoted Major Mercy Tukahira to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel and appointed her as a new commander of the Uganda People's Defense Force Fisheries Protection Unit following complaints over violation of human rights of fishermen during operations to stop illegal fishing. I'm Benon Mukwaya with Moses Muthabali, UBC News.
Emyoga, a transformative initiative by government, is reshaping Chiruhura district's economic landscape, empowering local entrepreneurs and fostering financial independence. This has enticed Karamoja's Emyoga Sacco leaders to embark on a transformative journey, drawing inspiration from the success stories of Chiruhura in Ankole region.
Just a few hours to the consecration of the Bishop-elect of Namirembe Diocese, Venerable Canon Moses Banja, the organizing committee has confirmed that everything is set to have the service on Sunday.
Thank God who has given us a new bishop. And my plea to the public is that we are ready for tomorrow's function. Everything has been put in place to ensure that tomorrow's function is a success.
The service is expected to start at 9 a.m. tomorrow Sunday, and Christians have been advised to abide by the laws and regulations put in place to have a colorful event.
I want to encourage each one of us to be obedient to the forces. Make sure you go through the walkthroughs. Make sure you don't carry too much luggage. Just carry your Bible, your prayer book, and an offering, and then the bags can stay home.
All those that contributed financial and otherwise have been commended.
Allow me also to appreciate the Christians in the various parishes and churches of Namirembe Diocese. They have played a very big role in ensuring that we get the resources we need. Then the schools, especially Church of Uganda, founded schools in Namirembe Diocese.
Although the proposed budget for the consecration of the Bishop-elect of Namirembe Diocese was 1,300 million, the organizing committee has dismissed the allegations of mismanagement of these funds.
Has not been successfully raised. However, the function, even in the what has been raised, will be very pleasant. So there are things we haven't done as per the budget, like completing the acquisition of the bishop's car, which is a process ongoing.
The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Dr. Samuel Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, will be the main celebrant. To ensure smooth traffic flow at the cathedral, parking for cars is set at Mengu Primary School playgrounds.
We've put extra gadgets of big, huge screens where everyone, even if you are not closer to the altar, you will be as if you were just there. We have organized parking for the VVIP, but even if you have a sticker for VVIP, you might be requested to drop at the entrance. You come on foot and the car is parked in the gazetted parking space.
The Bishop-elect of Namirembe Diocese, Venerable Canon Moses Banja, will be the 6th bishop since the inception of Namirembe Diocese. He replaces the Right Reverend Bafos Toluwalira, who was the Bishop of Namirembe Diocese for a period of 14 years. Bishop Wilberforce Luwalira's tenure expired on 3rd December 2023 after clocking the retirement age. Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
Well, we do beg your pardon. That story was about the consecration of the Bishop-elect of Namirembe Diocese, Canon Moses Banja at St. Paul Cathedral, Namirembe, on Sunday. That is tomorrow, and service will be beginning at 9 a.m. Let's take a short commercial break. When we return, we'll be back with business.
Metu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Meet Brian Namanya, a visionary and a game changer whose team at Tubayo is breathing new life into domestic tourism by curating exciting yet affordable experiences for Ugandans and foreigners to enjoy. With the help of technology, Brian is showing us all the immense potential out there. Those who know Brian know him as a serial entrepreneur who's always been challenging the status quo and won't stop now. Brian, we are in your corner. You are unstoppable. MTN, the Unstoppable Network, celebrates you. Visit www.tuayo.com and together, let's support Ugandans like Brian, who are driving our country's unstoppable progress.
In this family, we can't agree on anything.
Martha.
We can't even agree on what to watch. All the games to play.
Martha.
Ndoza Mulabi, we can't even agree on what to eat. At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long. Anti-economy. I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Titus, you need to take your medicine.
But Mom, they are playing without me.
Here, swallow your medicine fast. I don't want you to get another headache from that infection.
Medicines help us feel better when we are ill, but sometimes they can cause side effects. By reporting side effects, you help us learn about the medicine we use. This improves quality of care for each patient. Always report suspected side effects to NDA. Together, we can make medicines safer for everyone. This message is brought to you by National Drug Authority with support from Global Fan.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. Now, a transformative initiative by government is reshaping Chiruhura district and their economic landscape, empowering local entrepreneurs and fostering financial independence. Now, entrepreneurs in Karamoja and Myoga Sacco leaders are embarking on a transformative journey, drawing inspiration from the success stories of Chiruhura in Ankole district. Let's take a look.
To enhance knowledge sharing and foster collaborative learning, a delegation of Myoga Sacco leaders from Karamoja sub-region undertook a peer exchange visit to Chiruhura district in the Ankole region. The initiative, organized by the Microfinance Support Center, aimed to foster an exchange of experiences and explore the diverse applications of the Myoga program. George Bakunda, the District Resident Commissioner Chiruhura, expressed his satisfaction with the impactful outcomes of the Myoga program in the local community.
You know, we have 18 Myoga circles. A number of young people have benefited on this program. The testimonies are there. You go to the people living with disabilities, they tell you good stories. You go to the women, these women who in the past were in marginalized groups, they are doing very well. The produce dealers, they are doing very well.
Notably, in a district known for its identity as a cattle corridor, the Myoga program is playing a vital role in diversifying economic activities, with an increasing number of youth and women venturing into cattle farming and related products. The Karamoja delegation witnessed a success story of the Myoga Sacco in Nyaushozi constituency, Myoga, focusing on persons with disabilities, with diversification into goat and cow keeping, as well as farming. James Mwesige is the Sacco chairperson.
We have come to know each other, especially PWDs. PWDs have not been knowing each other before this program started. And the district didn't know that they have PWDs in their area. It is just mindset change. To tell them that the money is not for voting as people initially thought, and to tell them that it is a revolving fund, you must use it and another person uses it.
Roshere Savings and Credit Cooperatives in Roshere Town Council, Chiruhura District, is enabling over 4,000 farmers to transform their lives through access to affordable and inclusive financial services, courtesy of the Microfinance Support Center.
Train farmers on agricultural practices using our officer, the Dairy Development Officer, as a way of increasing the household income and ensuring that in every family at least we have more than one enterprise to generate income. And this has helped us to improve on our members' savings and loan repayments.
As the Myoga program gains momentum in Ankole, the Karamoja delegation, enriched with newfound insights, departed Chiruhura district with a deep understanding of tailoring the Myoga program to align with unique economic landscape of their region. Mary Namkose, Robert Boita, UBC News.
Yes, and that brings us to the end of the 8 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight, this 9th day of December 2023. However, do join us later on at 10 p.m. for a lengthier bulletin. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, Mugalu Muhammad on Sign Language. Up next is the weekly business roundup.